Therefore, if it was a bar, a real bar, I don't think that smoking would be that big of an issue. But there's every bar that I know of and have been into in like forever is more of a bar restaurant. The last time I was at a bar, like a real bar, was years and years and years ago.
So you're defining a bar as some place that doesn't serve
But do you
food?
truly try to seek it out?
Just got peanuts and
Or you
stuff?
just
Yeah.
going for food and drink?
No, I just think that there's certain tax and legal aspects that encourage liquor establishments to sell food. They get away with a little bit more by having a certain percentage of their sales and food.
It's also convenient to have food because then
Yeah, I think it's also a kind of a cultural shift where now when you go to the bar, you kind of go there to get some wings or something and drink and play pool and
Cheers.
welcome everybody.
How are you today?
I'm doing.
So we're back and we're straying away from whiskey today and looking at gin. We haven't done a gin in a long time, it seems.
For a while.
And we have a whole bunch of alcohol, non-whiskey, like some gin, some vodka, a couple tequilas, some liqueurs, like a chocolate liqueur, some rums, but we don't have a lot. Probably about 15 that we haven't done. Maybe not even that. Haven't done an episode on. We're just overburdened with whiskeys. We have about 30 or 40 on the list and another dozen that haven't made it on the list yet. In fact,
Two more just arrived
two
today.
more just arrived today. That probably actually 3 because I got one in my truck today. I'm debating on whether taking to a party tomorrow or
Do an episode on it.
leaving it for me. So, yeah, that's why we do whiskeys a lot. Scotches and bourbons and whiskeys. Just because we're overextended on that. And that was always really the thought process behind the whole
Well, that's why the
series
first
was bourbon
bourbon.
and booze. But then we kind of got it straight into other things because of the booze part. So every once in a while we'll stick something in. But yeah, this is a gift from my daughter to me. I don't know why. Probably because I don't know, randomly on a Christmas list I said, oh, gin. But my wife is the one that likes the gin the most. And this has been unopened. Actually, I just tweaked it just a few minutes ago. But this is New Amsterdam Gin. And I think I've had this before. And of course, you know, I'm a newcomer to gin.
Yeah, don't they make vodka too?
I think so. This is from the New Amsterdam Distillery. It's an 80 proof, and it's really quite, for the common man, it's only $12.99 for this.
Price.
Yeah, which kind of worries me about this. New Amsterdam is actually a California company from the E.J. Gallo Winery. So,
Brewed in Amsterdam, California.
Amsterdam, California. And it's boasted 5 times distilled. Doesn't say on here, but yeah, it's boasted 5 times distilled, and it's supposed to be exceptionally smooth. But I found it as a surprise, not really surprising, but I thought it was surprising. I know that was confusing, that it was from the E.J. Gallo Winery.
Winemaker.
Because, I'll let you have a big one. You know, that's a pretty common winery, but it's also, without trying to sound, I don't know, critical or anything, it's also a low-end winery.
Yeah.
It's usually the big table wine.
But now they're calling it EJ.
Gallo.
It's not Ernest and Julio Gallo's wine anymore.
Sure. Well, I just put EJ here. EJ Gallo. It's probably EJ Gallo Winery is the official name, and they just call it Ernest and Julian. I don't know. But for me, to them, my memory of them is the big old
gallon of the little finger loop in there. So you can just
a real handle of table wine, the house wines.
Yeah.
That's how I remember them growing up.
There ain't nothing wrong with that.
No. In fact, that's actually may even be the company we bought when we charged the bourbon barrel. When we bought the Merlot, it may have been the EJ Gallo.
Yeah, because we got some gallons.
Yeah. We always talk this we. So gin is a juniper basis, right?
Well, that's kind of the main. Let me rephrase that. That's the traditional. And there's a lot of new craft gins and stuff that are not using a ton of juniper, and they're using a lot of other stuff. So
that would be interesting. I know that, they say botanical, so a lot of florals, and stuff like that. This actually smells.
You don't get a lot of juniper.
No, I think you can get the juniper, but you can smell some of the different botanicals. So at $12.99, this is going to be a 4-barrel rating, and so let's look at Aroma, and I better slide the card out because I always forget. So let's look at the Aroma, and right away you can get the smell of. I get the juniper, but I also get some lemon.
Yeah, I was saying orange.
I feel really bad as we're sitting here smelling this, and I forgot to pour Cody one. He's looking all sad over there. You'll get your chance.
Sad face.
But it's really good. Yeah, and there's no alcohol tint at 80 proof. Of course, I don't know what the proof of gin normally ranges.
Usually 80. Everything's usually 80.
Yeah, we've come across some stuff down in the 70s, and I really like this smell.
Yeah, I'll give it a 4.
I would too. And I think that this might actually, and we haven't tasted it yet, might actually be a favorite of my wife's now, because this is a really nice, I would almost go to 4.5. Okay, so let's look at flavor though. Not bad. My lips are a little chapped, so I'm getting a little sting from the alcohol and a little backburn, but it's a very smooth.
Not a lot of juniper at all.
No, it's extremely smooth.
It's got a sweetness to it.
Very sweet. I think it's very sweet. Lemony.
I'd say kind of like fruity, berry kind of. It doesn't have like a. It's not like a flavored.
Kind of a pear.
Yeah.
So I haven't actually had a martini in, God, a long time. Probably the last time we filmed a martini on the show. I think 1 or 2 of the gins we made martinis. And I think my wife is off this weekend. We might have to make some martinis because this is really good. What do you think? Oh, I'm sorry.
Oops.
I'm going to put this as a 4 as well. It's for flavor. Because it's not overpoweringly juniper.
I'm going to go with a 3.5 because I think it's just maybe a little bit too sweet for my taste.
Okay. I think I'm going to do a 3 on bite just because I feel a little backburn. It's still there. It's a lingering backburn.
I'll give it a 4 because I didn't really get anything.
So that gives me 15 points, which is basically a 4 rating. It's a 3.75. And that's giving you a 15.5. And so we're at a 4, and I'm fine with that. And like I say, that we have got to probably tweak and figure out some of our ratings. The whole price thing kind of throws things off. But I like this.
Looks pretty good.
And for $12.99, it's definitely
doable for the common man.
Which means that this probably comes in the really big bottles too. Yeah, I would give this a thumbs up.
2 thumbs up in the Z formation.
Yep. Remember, there's no bad whiskey. No, that doesn't work in this case, does it?
Yeah.
There is bad gin. I could never have that for gin because I've had bad gin.
Yeah, some of it is just alcohol with a pine tree or vodka with a pine tree in it.
Yeah. Might have to think about making gin one day. When I say make, just hear me out. We don't distill. We infuse. We buy neutral grain alcohol and infuse it with different flavors. And sometimes we age it in barrels. We don't distill. We want to.
If that law passes, that might change.
If there's any laws that pass that allow, write your congressman, let us know. But make sure you hit the like and subscribe, share the channel, check out Twitter and Instagram. We keep pushing merch. I think it's time to come up with some other shirts because I'm in the need to buy a couple more. And I got to wait for some financial things to take care of, pay off some bills. But I think about making some new shirts. So keep an eye out for that. But yeah. Anything else?
No.
I don't know. So we'll go ahead and close here, finish this off, and make sure that Cody gets a taste of this because this is really good. This is probably gonna make a martini tonight.
All right.
Cheers, man.
Cheers.
Bye.
Laters.